The Pittsburgh Steelers and the New York Jets basically traded starting quarterbacks in anything but actual paperwork. They match off in week one. Jets hosting Pittsburgh at MetLife Stadium. Obviously, we know Aaron Rodgers had been the guy there in New York. That whole experiment did not work. There's a little bit of muster for this Jets team. They go out and take Armand, Mambo, Fashanu in the previous offseason. They have shored up the offensive line. The pieces are in front of Justin Fields. This is the best offensive line we have seen from the New York Jets in a very long time. On the Pittsburgh side of things, they decided we're going to ship off our star wide receiver in George Pickens and get a different star to bring in DK Metcalf to establish a connection with the soon-to-be, once he retires, Hall of Famer Aaron Rodgers, where you immediately look is the head coach. We see Mike Tomlin once again back as Pittsburgh Steelers. We've seen the continuity that has allowed them to be. We know what to expect from the Pittsburgh Steelers every single week. On the other side of things, Aaron Glenn, obviously the wild card. How long is it going to take for the Jets to click? There's a little bit of animosity between the starting quarterback for Pittsburgh and Aaron Glenn. We know all about that offseason conversation between the two. Sounded a whole lot like Aaron thought he would have a little bit more respect, and that Aaron Glenn decided they were definitely going in a different direction. Let's talk about the elements that is an advantage for each of these teams, starting with the legs of Justin Fields. He is the type of athlete that you really don't understand what he's capable of until you see it right in front of you. He is the best athlete on the field, or arguably the best athlete every single time that he is out there. TJ Watt, every single guy on that defense for Pittsburgh knows it very well. We obviously know that the starting cornerback in Jalen Ramsey is going to be a prominent fixture within that defense for a couple of seasons. I'm very excited about Caleb Johnson as far as a lean for the Pittsburgh Steelers. He's a guy out of Iowa that they just leaned on running the ball. That's all they did for the Iowa Hawkeyes. They run the football and they play defense. They actually had a pretty good punter that now is on the Chicago Bears, Torrey Taylor. So the advantage as far as the run game, giving a slight lean to the Jets because of the mobility of Justin Fields. Breece Hall, of course, is still there. He had that season-ending injury a couple seasons ago and has been very effective when he has been healthy. Garrett Wilson and Justin Fields, let's go to that advantage because these guys know each other incredibly well. A terrific combination when they were at Ohio State, when Justin Fields won back-to-back Big Ten Player of the Year awards, when he took them to the college football playoff semifinal, when he took them to the national championship game. They lost to Clemson. The next year they got revenge on Clemson, whooped them in the semis, and then got beat in the national championship game. Aaron Rodgers has played Justin Fields before, has had tremendous success against Justin Fields, but he's got a different type of weapon now, a DK Metcalf. He's used to sort of those big body wide receivers that can create their own separation. Raise your hand if you're excited to see Sauce Gardner defending DK Metcalf. Obviously, a very exciting. Derek Harmon on the defensive side of the ball for the Pittsburgh Steelers was a very sad story, but also a powerful one, where he got drafted by Pittsburgh and then went to see his mom in the hospital, and she passed that night. Obviously, extremely emotional. Derek Harmon, the transfer from Michigan State, and went over to Oregon and had a spectacular impact this past year. An instrumental part of that Ducks defense and why they were undefeated in the regular season and why they got to the college football playoff. And they won the Big Ten, getting to the quarterfinals. Derek Harmon right there in the center of it for the Oregon Ducks. In the back end, in the secondary for New York, they don't have DJ Reed. That is a piece of that secondary that they're going to be missing throughout next year. Throughout that defense, though, a very solid. Quentin Williams, of course, back. Pittsburgh to go back and forth, play some ping pong between comparisons on both of the teams. TJ Watt has been my best defender in the National Football League over the last couple of years. Overall, back end of Aaron Donald's career, but he's been better. A lot of people talk about Garrett versus TJ Watt. I'm more of a TJ Watt guy. Just kind of look at the forced fumbles, the actual takeaways compared between them. It's a little bit of a lean towards TJ. You can't go wrong with either guy. The Jets defense last year, didn't have the takeaways. They weren't as dominant as a defense that they had been the year before, being able to win 7 football games without Aaron Rodgers and with Zach Wilson at quarterback. But the New York Jets are going to play good defense, and they're going to get the ball into Garrett Wilson's hands as early and often as they can. I'm expecting 10 carries from Justin immediately, putting that lean on Pittsburgh. We used to know that Minkah Fitzpatrick was the type of guy that could take an element from another team away. What do they do best? Is it the deep shot? Is it the underneath? Is it the tight end? Is it running the ball? Is it a quarterback's legs? Minkah Fitzpatrick would be that X factor. He would be that eliminator that could take that best aspect of that team away. We talked about Aaron Rodgers' success against Fields or against the Bears franchise in general. How about Justin Fields? You could imagine he wants this one. The Steelers decided we want Aaron instead of Justin. Has been done wrong by Chicago overall, it seemed, by Pittsburgh. He's got an opportunity to have that fresh slate to actually create a spectacular career. The writing has not been finished in the book of Justin Fields. He could turn himself into a franchise quarterback in New York. Absolutely. Every Jets fan would absolutely love to see it. He certainly has the talent. No one's going to argue that. The body, the arm, the athleticism, all of the elements that creates a quarterback that you want in the NFL are there for him, and extremely excited. Obviously, see the Smith jersey, so you know I'm a Buckeye fan. Where's the lean? I have the Jets winning this game at 23-20. Believe it's going to be a great football game, very close, limited in the mistakes. You know Mike Tomlin's going to have his guys ready to play at a high level from kickoff, and that's Aaron Glenn. There seems to be that expectation that these guys are going to be there to play at the very start of the year. We often see a lot of the mistakes in a not quite so high level of football, but we would imagine because of this being an AFC matchup, because of some of the narratives and storylines that we mentioned with Justin Fields, with Aaron Rodgers, that there's going to be some importance put on this game that they're going to want to play very well. So thank you so much for watching. Hope you subscribe. Let me know down below in the comments whether you agree or disagree with my prediction, whether you think it might be a tie. Let me know down below what you think the result will be, and make sure to subscribe and stay tuned for more content in the future. Previews, predictions, recaps, live streams. We've got all of it on Blitz with Blender. So I will see you next time. Thank you for watching. Best player in college football. That Georgia and Ohio State game, New Year's Eve, is going to be a classic. Josh Blender. Hi, everybody. I'm Josh Blender. To the 40, 35, 30. Espinosa to the 20.